Good morning, everybody. I'm making this video for my little brother, actually, who recently returned home from New England. And I was sitting there thinking about a time when we were children, a beautiful time when we were children, when we got snowed in and we had cabin fever. And to give you a little reference, this is for my little brother. It's when we lived over in Locust Grove, a small little town in rural Oklahoma, and we lived 4 miles from town on Iron Post Road. This little spirally, hilly road ran into the country. And anyways, we were in school and it started to snow that morning. And by 2 o'clock it had gotten so bad that they closed school early and the buses rolled up. And by the way, some kid hit me with an ice ball right between the eyes and I went home with a goose egg. If that tells you anything about the mean little shits I grew up with. But anyways, we went home and they had closed the school. And we didn't even have a TV. It was our neighbors that had a TV that let us know. We had a little country network going on. And so we were snowed in. Over the next couple of days, it dumped about 10 inches of snow on the ground. And we didn't have snow plows and snow trucks and sand trucks and all of that. And so we were just kind of stuck, but that's okay. We had plenty of firewood and plenty of food and things. But what happened when the snow finally stopped, we had about a day or so where we went outside and played, made snowmen and snow forts and snowball fights, the usual stuff. But the temperature dropped. And it dropped into the lower 20s. And it was still snowing, but it was just this fine little powder that was falling. And we got stuck inside. It was even a nightmare to trudge through all the snow out to the wood pile to get wood to bring in to keep us warm. And we had propane, but that was for cooking. That wasn't for heating. And I had an alcoholic stepmother. Okay, and when she ran out of booze, it got pretty bad in the house. I mean, literally, their end of the house was theirs, and our end of the house was ours, and us kids had to play quietly because she just turned into a raving lunatic. So anyways, it finally cleared off. Temperature started coming back up, and it dumped about another 8-10 inches of snow on us. And beautiful though. It was those big flakes that were just coming down very gently and stuff, and just beautiful snow. And when the sun came out, and us country children, all started gathering together at each other's houses. And this is the part that's for my little brother. Okay. Tim and Jeff Mullins had come by, and old Itchy Ingram was there, and Ronnie and Leanne from next door had came over, and we were going to have a snowball fight down in the canyon. And so we started picking teams. I felt like we got screwed because our team was me, my little brother, and old Itchy Ingram, old Tommy Ingram and stuff, and it was Ronnie, Tim, and Jeff Mullins. And if you know anything about the Mullins boys, or Ronnie, they were pretty husky fellers. And there's me, the little scrawny runt, and this big old fat lazy guy, old Itchy, and my little brother. He was our only hope, really. And the rules were simple, okay? The girls now on the log over where we were fighting at, except my little sister, my older sister, Leanne, and Tina Curtis. And they were going to be the judges of this snowball fight. And it was kind of like dodgeball. There was a line down the center there in the canyon that was the furthest you could go toward the opponent to throw. And a headshot instantly took you out of the game. A chest shot or in a critical area could take you out of the game. You got hit in your right arm, you couldn't use your right arm to throw with. If you got hit in the leg, you had to stand on one leg until you eliminated your opponent. Very fun game. And the girls were going to be the judge. And Leanne, remind you, is 8 months pregnant. Okay, and right in the middle of this snow fight, nobody's been hit yet. We're just warming up. I lobbed a snowball, and instead of it going that way, it went that way and hit Leanne right between the eyes and flipped her backwards into the snow. And all she could see was her belly sticking out of the snow behind this log. And my sisters and Tina were getting her up off the ground. She was okay. She had this big old clod of snow right between her eyes, and everybody just busted out laughing. And I can't remember if it was my little brother or Itchy, but they took advantage of the situation, went to the throw line and took out Tim and Jeff Mullins, leaving Ronnie. Well, Ronnie took out Itchy. He plowed old Itchy right in the melon. And I think it was my little brother that nailed Ronnie, because Ronnie was right there at the throw line, and he just stepped up and plowed him. So we won the snowball fight. But, you know, we gathered up together, and we had so much fun. And we didn't have a lot of things, you know. And here's the funny thing about that story, okay? That wasn't the only time I hit a pregnant woman with a snowball by accident. It happened to me again in my life. We had went up to Tulsa one year to visit my brother, sister-in-law, and anyways, it had been snowing and the roads were fairly clear, and there was a little park down the road, and I had gotten stoned and decided I was going to go down that park and try to strike up a snowball fight. So I get down there, and there's a kid playing in the park, and he's about my age, and we square up, and I'm facing this road, this busy road, and he's got his back to the road, right? So I lob a snowball, and it goes directly over his shoulder, and as a car passes by with the passenger side window down about 6 inches, and it perfectly clears this opening in the window, car comes to a stop, and a pregnant woman climbs out. She's trying to get snow out of her ear. Dude climbs out and runs around the car. I'm scared to death because I'm witnessing all this. And I'm scared to death, and the dude sticks his thumb up and said, "Good one, great shot, buddy." And she starts slapping the crap out of him, you know, just beating him down. And they get in their car and leave. So twice in my life I have hit a pregnant woman with a snowball. But those are good times. Those are these little pearls that come from my past, you know. And during this time, I'm used to this. I'm homeless. I'm used to staying out here in the woods and stuff. And I know a lot of people are struggling with. They have a social life. They do things. They go out. They hang out and stuff. And it's probably very, very difficult for them. But little brother, welcome back. I wish it were snowing so I could hit you in the melon with a snowball, but we're just going to have to wait till next year. I love you, and I'm going to leave you with this. Okay? God bless. Bye.